I am about to share with you my curriculum picks for my third child. This is the third time I'm picking out preschool curriculum, which is kind of crazy to me. So it might not be what you think. And yeah, if you're interested in finding out what I've got planned for my 3-year-old this year, keep watching. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Christine. I'm a homeschooling mama of 3 kiddos. They're, well, my eldest is almost 7, and then I've got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. And I have been homeschooling for like 2-3-ish years now. I don't know. We kind of slowly eased into it. It wasn't like a, we're homeschooling now kind of thing. It was just, we eased into it. So, yeah, been doing it for a little while. And I was not going to pick out any preschool curriculum for my daughter this year. She's 3 years old. In my personal opinion, curriculum is completely unnecessary at age 3. And honestly, I haven't planned anything for her. I just have curriculum available to her should she want to do something. And I think homeschool moms who have like older kids and younger kids understand that the younger ones just like to be involved. It's not that you're pushing curriculum on them. They just want to do school like the big kids. And so that is primarily what I have got here for my daughter to do. And I have zero expectations. Like, she can take 2 seconds to do things. She can spend hours on it if she wants to. Like, I don't have any expectations. It's up to her. Whatever she wants to do is what she can do. But I do have a little basket here for her. If you've seen my homeschool space tour, I think that will be out before this video. I shared about how I've got a basket for each kiddo this year with all of their school things in. So like all their school books and their supplies. And Charlotte, who is my youngest, her one's just a little basket compared to the big kids, but it works fine. And so I'm just going to share some resources that I've gotten here. There's not many, but I'm going to share what I've got for her and kind of like my plans for her for this year. She is more like my eldest, who is more of a hands-on, busy learner, but she does copy her older sister, who is very much a workbook, color all the time kind of kiddo. And my mom brought this up the other day. She was like, do you think Charlotte would color in as much as she does if she didn't have Annie as the example? And I was like, I don't know, because when it comes to the younger siblings, they do have their own unique personalities, but they also pick up on their older siblings and they, you know, mimic and copy and things like that. So who knows? But if I've learned anything through the years of homeschooling so far is that each child learns very differently, and my job is to meet them where they're at, not to try and force a particular learning style on them. So with all that said, let's have a little look in here. I have got Charlotte her own little pencil case this year. I did this for all of my kids this year. Last year we just had like a community stash of things, and it just got really messy really fast. And I don't know how this is going to work this year, but I got each of the kids their own set of markers and crayons and pencils, and the older kids got like a ruler, and I think they've all got glue sticks and stuff. And I actually labeled all their stuff, which sounds over the top, but I did it for 2 reasons. One is that they are not going to fight about what belongs to which person because it's clearly labeled. And 2, if it's left lying around, I know who it belongs to. And so I know who to go and ask to clean it up. And so Charlotte got her own little one this year. I can't even remember what I've got in here. She's got markers. I just got her like some cheap washable markers. And she's got her own little pencil, which I actually still need to sharpen for her. And she's got some scissors because she will, I'm sure, be doing some cutting. And then her own little glue stick. So, oh, and she's got crayons as well. And, oh, and a whiteboard marker because you'll see why in a little bit. But she's got a whiteboard marker and some of these big, thick, I always get washable everything. Because inevitably it ends up elsewhere. And she's also got a wand because every 3-year-old needs that, you know. I think she put that in there at some stage. I don't know when. So that's her little pencil case. Everything she could possibly want is in there except for paints, which I keep under lock and key because, well, you know. She's also got this little visual art diary. It's size A5. And I got this from Kmart, and it's got sort of thicker paper in here. And this is what I got for all 3 of my kids to use for their nature study journals this year. They're nice and like compact, and because the paper's a little thicker, it should do okay with some watercolor paint in there. Yeah, and they were like $2 each, so really pleased with that. I'll probably get them to decorate the outside of them at some stage, but I don't know. I haven't made any decision on that. Charlotte isn't. I don't expect anything of her when it comes to our school, aside from like learning not to be disruptive, but not necessarily joining in on anything. But I know she will want to, and that's why I wanted to have this available for her. So I've got that for her. And then I've also got Letters and Numbers, Book A, right here. This is from Gather Round, and I've done a review of this and like an overview before. I used this with my older daughter last year. And I, again, have like zero expectations for her for this. This is just, I printed it out so that if she wants to do something, it's available. I didn't bother, I don't think I'm going to bother with the stories that go along with this. She's so little, I don't want to do like individual study work with her yet because there will be plenty of time for that. And I feel like it's adding something completely unnecessary to my plate when she's not, I mean, unless she was asking for it, but she's not asking for it. And so I just don't feel the need to do it. So I've got this in here for her to do. And she can probably just do this when we're doing like read alouds and stuff. Yeah, it's just something fun for her to do. And then I've got this Preschool Busy Book, which this is available as a PDF download in my shop. I can link that in the description for you. I made this for her last year. I wanted to buy the one that was on Amazon, and it was not expensive to buy the book, but the shipping made it really expensive. And so I was like, I'm not going to do that. So I just made my own. And so in here, I made the title page for her. And then it's got just matching up uppercase letters, and then lowercase letters. It's just got like Velcro on it. And the shapes. And it's got colors and numbers. And then it's got the little owls for counting. So again, numbers. So some of them are a little bit more advanced. She was 2 when I made this for her. And she mostly would do like the shapes and stuff like that. But yeah, I brought it out for her the other day and she really liked that. And so I've got that in there for her. She can kind of do that when we're, again, doing read alouds and things. And then the last thing I've got in here for her is a morning menu. And this is something new to our homeschool this year. I've seen this, shared plenty. Morning menus are not like a new thing in the homeschool community, but it's not something that we've ever done. And I got the printouts for these from, where did I get it from? Gentle and Classical Preschool. I think it's part of their bundle, or you can buy it individually. It was only like $8, I think. It wasn't expensive. And there's tons of printout pages. So I printed out the ones that I wanted to. And so it's got like all about me. So I'll actually write her name in there and then she can just trace over it. And then it's got like I am. She can do number 3 because she'll be 3. How she feels. And then it's got what day it is, and the month. So she can tick that off every morning. And then on this side, we've got the weather and the season and like what the temperature is and all that kind of thing. And then we move on to the alphabet. And there's different ways that she can use this. She can use Play-Doh. She can use a whiteboard marker. She could use little manipulatives to make it. And then we've got different colors here. So it's got red and orange. And then the last thing is the number 1. So we'll be going through numbers as well. So this is just very fun, no pressure. It's not supposed to be something intense for her. Just like getting used to seeing those things basically. And I actually made this menu binder thing. So you can buy these like menu style things on Amazon. But again, I just didn't want to pay the price it was going to cost to get it shipped here to New Zealand. And so at Kmart they had these like dry erase marker sleeves. I think it was like $2 or $3 or something, or maybe it was $4, but it was like 2 in a pack. So I just got 2 packs and then I trimmed them down so they fit into my binding machine, and I just bound them down the side here. And so now she has a morning menu to do. So that's what I've got for her in her basket. Aside from that, I shared in our homeschool space tour our cubbies that we've got, and in each cube there's different activities, and so she can pull out one of those to do while we're doing school. And I've also got things like Play-Doh and little beads like she can string onto a string, and paint, and all sorts of like crafty things that she's welcome to do as well. I don't have any formal plans for her this year. Next year we'll do a little bit more. We're probably going to use the Good and the Beautiful preschool with her next year, but for this year I'm just kind of winging it. I wasn't going to do anything, and then I thought, you know what, I think I need to be a little bit prepared just in case, like last year it was rough with a 2-year-old. She's already getting a lot easier to have all together with the kids doing school, but I also want to be proactive and try and set us up for success. So I will report back through the year to tell you how it's going, but those are what I have for her this year, and yeah, I'm excited to see how she does with it. So any questions for me, leave them in the comments below, and subscribe if you enjoyed this and you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
If the world had more of your smile, what if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everywhere?